Hello, welcome everyone. This is Mr. Star here. We are here for another podcast at LMPS. I believe this might be episode 7. Today with me, I have some of our Year 6 student ambassadors, and this is their first podcast of the year, which is very exciting. I've got Olive with me, Matilda, Tex, and Bradley. You guys want to say hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Yeah, podcast is pretty cool. So last Monday, on the 16th of March, we did something very exciting as a school. We were part of the first student CE student forums of this year. This was led by the Chief Executive of the Department for Education, Martin Westwell, and there was about 90 to 100 other schools across South Australia that were part of the conversation. Obviously, listeners at home, you guys can't see this, but we've got a little map in front of us here of all the schools that were involved in the forum talk last Monday, which was very, very eye-opening for everyone. We've got schools as far as Roxby Downs and Ceduna, and then all the way down south as well to the bottom end of SA. So about 90 to 100 different schools were part of this first forum, which was very exciting. We will be having more of these forums throughout the year. So there'll be some more forums and opportunities for our students to speak and collaborate and share next term, and in term 3 and in term 4. Last week's session was all about learner action cards and the learning and performance mode, which is what we worked on last year with our previous ambassadors. So we were being introduced to that again and showing our new ambassadors what that is all about. I might hand over to you guys now, just as a quick first question, what you thought of our first CE student forums. How did it go for you? And what did you think of it?
It was very interesting, and they talked about schools, how they represent their learning and their performance modes and how they do them.
Nice one. Thanks, Tex. Yes, Bradley?
They share what they did in the school, and yeah.
What were some of our takeouts of learning mode and performance mode? What could you tell our school community about learning mode and performance mode? Is there a difference? Are they the same thing? Matilda?
There is a difference, because during performance mode you're afraid to make mistakes and it's harder to take on feedback. If you're in learning mode, you're not afraid to make mistakes and you take on feedback.
Yeah, nice. That's right. Tex, yeah, you want to add on?
When you're in learning mode, you're full focus on your feedback, and you can learn the most you can.
Yeah, so you kind of want feedback, but you also want to do well. And it's if you're in a normal math test or whatever, that's when you're in performance mode, because you're in a test and you want to do well.
Yeah, good example. We talked about that, didn't we? When there's a high pressure moment, like a test or an assignment or an assessment, or if we're at a dance performance, or you're in the final of a footy game or a cricket game, those are high pressure moments, aren't they? And we don't want to make many errors when we're doing those, do we? So that's when we're in performance mode. And what's the main difference between the two again? What can we all say?
Probably feedback.
Feedback. Yeah. So has there been a moment this year for you guys where you have been in learning mode?
Yeah, most of the time. We're almost always in learning mode.
What about you, Olive?
Yeah, we're mostly in learning mode in school.
And what do your class teachers want you to try and do when they do give you feedback?
They want you to use the feedback to your advantage. At least they're giving you feedback. Learn from it.
And then you take the feedback as a good thing, because as Tex said, you can learn from it and learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, you want to be able to make your mistakes feel normal and important when you're learning.
Nice one, good. We did talk about that on the CE forum, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like students at school might be afraid to make mistakes sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? What do you think they're afraid of the most? Why are they afraid to make these mistakes?
Probably because they still want to do well, but at least it's not a test, and they feel nervous to make a mistake because they'll make them feel bad for themselves, even though they should feel good because they got feedback.
And they'll also probably want perfect work. Some people,
Yep.
Yeah, you want to feel good about what you do.
And get good grades.
and get good grades. Have you guys been in a situation outside of school where you've been in performance mode? Like a high pressure moment? Yeah, Matilda?
I think it was a few years ago. I was in the netball semi-final and we were playing against the team that was at the top of the ladder and we were like fourth. We really didn't want to lose and somehow I did better than I usually do and yeah, we lost by about 24 points anyways, but at least we tried and pushed hard.
So you're reaching for that excellence and it was a high pressure moment, semi-final, you did your best and you gave them a good run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I haven't been to many finals. Well, yeah, usually just like when you're in games, you obviously want to perform at your best and do as good as you can.
Yeah, so we did knockout cricket on Thursday or whatever, or Friday, and we really wanted to do well, but obviously we didn't win, but we tried our hardest, and yeah.
Yeah. Was there some high pressure moments when someone was bowling or batting and you had to, make a run or try and get a wicket?
100%, because it was a really big game and it was like the two best teams in the comp probably, because we knew some good players played for them were in that match.
All right, let's jump over to our action cards. So we did a little word sort and we had these as our headings. We had this is worth exploring, this is not yet evident, this is developing, and this is a strength. And these were the 10 ways to activate learning mode cards at our school. What were the two main ones that we kind of discussed that was worth exploring? Olive?
One of the main ones was help us to recognise the mode we're in and support it to shift the mode we need.
Helping us recognise the mode we're in, so either learning mode or performance mode, and how to shift between them. Yep, Tex, go for it.
Yeah, the next one is help us understand what we're learning and how it connects to us and the world.
Nice one. So the things that we're learning at school.
Yeah.
And how it connects to things all around our outside world.
Yeah, and how you're going to use it.
So I guess our next step, guys, one of our focus points is helping kids to shift between the modes, knowing when they're in learning mode and understanding that, and then knowing when to shift to performance mode. So maybe what could be some examples that we might talk about to classes about when we're in one mode and then switching to the other? Bradle?
So, say if you're in performance mode, you really want to do well, but if you're in learning mode, you can accept feedback, so it's kind of opposite, kind of the same, if you get me.
Yep. So what would be an example in class that we could give to students across different year levels of, hey guys, we're in learning mode now because, and think of maybe a subject where you're seeking and getting that feedback. Yep.
So maybe if you're in a test, that's performance mode because you want to do well and get a good mark. But say if you're not in a test, you want to be in learning mode. You still want to get things right, but you can accept feedback in that.
Yeah, and you want to try and learn like new strategies and ways to like get at the answer stuff.
Have you guys sought out feedback this year? Have you asked for feedback?
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
When we're done like at like prime, sometimes just ask like, can you check this and then tell me what I'd do better next time, or to do better.
Yeah, nice one. Do you get peer? Have you asked for peer feedback?
Oh,
Have you
yeah,
asked
in
your
science.
friends for feedback?
Yeah, in science.
Yeah.
We do that at the end of the lesson.
Nice. Okay. I think we are going to wrap it up there. We've got our next CE student forums meeting early next term. Okay. And all of our Year 5 and Year 6 student ambassadors will be part of that forums again, where we jump onto the Teams meeting and link up with lots of other schools around our state. I think we've got some really good next points, guys. Don't you agree, of where we can head?
Yeah.
And we're going to probably have to do a bit of planning at our student ambassador meeting around learning mode and performance mode and sharing this at maybe some assemblies coming up. What do you guys think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That'll be a good idea.
Really, it sounds good, and it's a way to like share things across the school, so students know what learning and performance mode is.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to this, guys. It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us on this episode, team. You want to do a little sign out? Say goodbye?
See ya.